Well, gosh, hello out there, everyone. I'm Mr. Michael. I like books, so we're going to do some story time with Mr. Michael. And today's very cool. It is a special request day. So today, I got a special request from one of my friends whose name is Lainey. And so I'm going to dedicate this book to you, Lainey, and not just to you, but to everyone in Mrs. Leinbach's class. Hello, class. Hello, Mrs. Leinbach. I hope you all love this book. Actually, I think you do. I know you already know this book because I've read it to you in person, but now I'm going to read it on the internet for anybody who wants to hear it. It is Many Shapes of Clay, a story of healing by Kanesha Sneed. Now, Kanesha Sneed is a woman who painted all of these amazing paintings and wrote the book, and I am so very excited to share what's inside. So let's do that very thing. Because that's what I do. Many Shapes of Clay, written and illustrated by Kanesha Sneed. This is Isha. You say it like Isha. And this is her cat, who loves to take long naps. This is Isha's mama. She works in a small studio inside the basement of their apartment where she makes shapes from clay. Tall shapes, small shapes, and bumpy, colorful shapes. Isha asks her mama why she doesn't play with the shapes. Why do you leave them on the shelves? It takes so much time and patience to make each shape, her mama explains. They are too fragile to play with. Mama slices off a chunk of clay like butter, then rolls it into a ball like dough and hands it to Isha. Isha stretches and smooths and rolls the cool clay in her hands. She doesn't know what she'll make today. Maybe I'll make a two-headed lizard with polka dots, she thinks to herself. Whoa. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. One shape in particular makes Isha very happy. It reminds her of the day last summer when she and Papa picked a handful of lemons. She paints her shape the same bright yellow. All this hard work deserves a pause, Mama says. How about some fresh air? Sweat dips down from the top of her head to the tip of her chin. Mama misses Papa too. Outside, a summer breeze rustles through the neighborhood trees while the sun sinks slowly behind the buildings. Isha sits on the stoop and plays with her yellow shape. The whole neighborhood seems to be taking a pause, except for Mrs. Harrington from the flower market. She rides past with a backpack full of lavender. She waves at Isha as a sprig of lavender falls out of her backpack and floats to the sidewalk. Isha wonders if Mrs. Harrington will notice the sprig when she gets home. And if she does, will she feel sad about it? As Isha sits on the stoop, she imagines so many things she could do with her shape. Maybe we'll go to the beach someday, Isha says to herself. The sound of the ocean hugging the shore as water cooled her toes would feel so good. The rumble of a skateboard interrupts Isha's daydream. She looks down at her shape. It's less yellow now, like the color of a lemon that's lost its taste, and it's not as soft. that's okay, because now it makes music when Isha taps it with her fingers. Tap, tap, tap. Isha taps her clay. Tap, tap. Crack! Oh no. Oh no. Isha's shape has broken into many shapes on the ground. Each piece reflects the sadness that she feels. Isha tries to think of ways to put the pieces back together. Tape wouldn't last very long. And glue always seems to stick to the wrong things. What Isha feels is hard to describe, like something that's too heavy to lift, like something that might last forever. The sunlight is fading, and the breeze has stopped flowing through the trees. Isha's eyes fill with tears as she looks down at all the broken pieces. What happened? Mama asks as she scoops Isha up onto her lap. I gave my shape so much time and patience, but now it's in pieces, Isha says. It's okay to feel sad about those broken pieces, Mama says. There are times, many times, when we lose the things we love. Mama somehow knows what Isha is feeling. I never knew she could feel the same feelings, Isha thinks, and hugs her mama close. Together, they pick up the broken pieces and they walk past the shapes on Mama's shelves, stepping over the last step where the cat purrs, sound asleep. You can't always fix what's broken, but you can always try, Mama says as she pulls a small box from under her bed. Inside are spindles of twine in different colors, sizes, and textures. Slowly, with patience and care, Mama and Isha connect all the broken pieces together by looping twine around each one until there is only one piece left. Maybe I can make it into something new tomorrow, Isha thinks out loud. What a wonderful idea, Mama says, gazing at Isha with a warm smile. Now, let's wash up and see what we can come up with for dinner. The end. Wow. So Isha sure made something really exciting, didn't she? She used her creativity to make that lemon, but then she broke it. You might remember that earlier in the book, Mama said that these are too fragile to play with, but Isha did it anyway, didn't she? And she found out that Mama was right. She did break it. But even though she was really sad, even though she didn't know that she could ever go on, she took those broken pieces and she made something beautiful with them. And I think that's a really wonderful way to think about things when we're feeling sad or we're feeling down or we feel like things are broken. That sometimes you can't always put them back together. Mama says that, doesn't she? You can't always fix things are broken, but you can always try. That's something all of us can do. Every single one of us, when we feel sad or down or like things are too hard, we can always try. And I know that's what I do when I can, when I remember, when I try. And I know that's what every single one of you can do. Because we all feel sad. We all feel broken sometimes. We all feel like things are too hard, but we can always, always try to put things back together. And you know what? It's actually the trying that helps us get better, not the getting. So, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Lainey, for requesting that I read this book on my channel. Thank you, Mrs. Leinbach. Thank you to everyone in Mrs. Leinbach's class. I adore you. I miss you. And thank you to everyone else out there watching. I love doing these story times with Mr. Michael. I'm so glad that you've watched this, or some of them, or maybe all of them. Who knows? There's a few. I like books, if you can't tell. I like them. So I'm going to keep reading some books. Have a great day. Thank you very much, everybody out there. Please keep reading. Stay curious, okay? And I'll see you next time on Story Time with Mr. Michael. I don't have a song, but if I did, it might go like that.